welcome to Breaking the Mould. I'm Clara Hermit, and joining me this week I have got Russ Mould, our Investment Research Director. We're back for another edition. Russ, what's the fuss?
The fuss this week, Clara, it's all about pots and pans, plain old telephony services and pretty amazing new stuff. We're talking telecoms, BT, cable and wireless communications and KCOM. They've all got results or statements in the next 2 weeks.
Right, Russ, so tell me, what's going to ring the market's bell then?
Very good. Let's start with the granddaddy, BT. Third quarter figures on Friday the 31st of January. Free cash flow up, net debt down, dividend up 12%. Just the sort of stuff that gets the income hunters quite excited. Now for the full year, BT's dividend is expected to be up around 15% to just under 12.5p. And that's quite a respectable 3.2% yield. So in the numbers going forward, or certainly these figures, look at the cash flow figure, because that in the end is what pay those precious dividends out.
The growth story is not very exciting though, is it?
No, I mean BT's very, very tightly regulated. And also it's involved in a bit of a competition dogfight with Sky, TalkTalk, Virgin Media. So it is going to be hard for it to grow, and frankly it hasn't for several years. But analysts have now got about 15% growth penciled in for the next couple of years, interestingly. Interest costs down as the debt goes, more cost cutting, but also revenues up. Now the reason for that is they've bought all this football content, Premier League, Champions League, whipped it from under Sky's nose, and they're going head to head with the Murdoch vehicle. The idea being they get more people to sign up for pots and pans, particularly pans, if they get them interested in the football and sell them all a broadband kit. So that's the theory. Lots of companies have tried to take on Sky before, On Digital, ESPN, Setanta. They all lost. But BT's got very deep pockets. It'll be quite an interesting match.
And what's happening with KCOM and cable and wireless communications?
Okay, CWC, make it easier for myself. They've got numbers on Tuesday the 11th. Now, I've got a new boss in here, Phil Bentley. He's taken over from Tony Rice. It's a similar kind of story, pots and pans, fixed line, mobile and broadband. But CWC is mainly active in the Caribbean and Latin America. Now, the old boss was interested in cost cutting, because they all have to be, selling off non-core assets, and the rollout of 4G mobile services. So that's your PANS element. So Bentley will be looking to continue that, because he needs to get the profits up. The dividend of 2.49p, that's a yield of around 4.5%, but earnings cover's quite thin, so Bentley will be looking to drive the earnings up.
KCOM's not based in the Bahamas, is it?
Hull, much nicer, right side of the Pennines and all that. No, it isn't, but it's a similar story. Fixed line, broadband and some IT services, pots and pans, monopoly in Hull, and then a national business as well. Again, it's all about the yield and the income. Mr. Halbert, the boss, he's targeted 10% dividend increases for 3 consecutive years. That would get you to a yield of around 5.5% on a 97p share price for March 2015. Again, 3 things to watch for in their numbers today, Friday the 31st. Pension deficit under control, CapEx down, and improved performance from the IT service business.
So all of that has set the tone. But what else should we be looking at?
2 more blokes are going to set the tone. Mr. Carney of the Bank of England, Mr. Draghi, or Signor Draghi of the European Central Bank. They both come with new policy pronouncements on Thursday the 6th. Mr. Carney's under pressure to maybe even raise interest rates or start to withdraw QE. The economy does seem to be picking up, but I can't quite see it yet. Mr. Draghi's under even more pressure to actually reduce rates or introduce QE, because the European economy is still in a bit of a debt mire. I'm not sure he will, but he may drop a few hints that he will again do anything it takes, if you remember that from summer of 12, to keep the economy going.
Well, thank you, Russ.
Pleasure.
Hope you enjoy the next 2 weeks. And you too as well. We'll be back with you in 2 weeks' time with plenty more information on another Breaking the Mould. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.